Welcome to the 5th Annual Women in Technology Rally. Thank you so much for being here today. Yes, thank you. Each year we have a different theme. This year's theme is Make Your Mark.
To me, making your mark is truly about how you can positively impact lives of people.
To make your mark means to really differentiate the way you make others feel so that when you're not in the boardroom, your presence is felt.
We always talk about, your success is attributed by who you know. But nowadays, I believe it's, the emphasis has been changing to who knows you.
It's about empowering, it's about inspiring, and it's about getting out of the way when you empower people and inspiring them, getting out of the way for them to go make a difference in the world.
When we think in the context of making your mark, you can't do it at the expense of yourself, and you can't do it with feeling uncomfortable and feeling bad. And I highly encourage any of you, please lend a hand, help out, have the conversation, go share your story with them, because a lot of us have experienced this. So let's make sure that we, kind of get together, embrace one another, and help each other through this.
A lot of people talk about, you walk into an environment, you have to fit in. That's the one thing is do not try to fit in. You have to be you, because being you is the only way that you can make a difference.
In the words of America Ferrera from the most recent Barbie movie, being a woman is incredibly difficult. Like, we have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. But not today. Today, we are going to do it right.
I gotta start by saying I am so impressed. We got a room full of women. I mean, there are male allies here, and I appreciate you being here, but look at all of us.
I would like to welcome our first keynote speaker to the stage, Fotini Ikonomopoulos.
So I have been in the negotiation game for quite some time, but when I first started over a decade ago, I walked up to this group of 8 strangers, and just as I'd watched everybody else before me do, I walked up and I said the very first line, "Are you the negotiators?" And they all nodded their heads and they said yes. And then I said the next line that I'd heard all my peers say, which was, "We'll see." And I could hear them quite loudly, for my benefit, saying, "Did she really just say, 'we'll see'?" All I did was exactly what I had watched everybody else before me do. And I can remember right then and there that I decided I wasn't going to play this game. I was going to lean into the curiosity and the empathy that got me to where I was. And so finding that mental pause button, it takes some time. It takes some practice to find it in your brain, to practice that muscle memory. And it gets easier and easier and easier as you do it.
That was incredible, was it not? That pause button is definitely going to be something that I take with me moving forward. I'm excited to welcome our second keynote speaker to the stage, Salima Valji.
So I want to start off my story today by saying I was fired. I was crushed. I was so confused, I didn't understand. You see, I had exceeded my goals of what was asked of me. I had a really good relationship with my boss, but unfortunately, when his social capital ran out, there was nobody else to back me up in the room. There was nobody else. Performance alone is not enough to get you to your next promotion. It's actually only 10% of the formula. And when you're looking to make your mark, this is going to expand, not only for you, for your team, for others around you, and have more impact.
Dell Technologies has these moonshot goals for the year 2030. 50% of our global workforce and 40% of our leaders will be women. So now it's up to us as leaders within the organization, and of course within your organizations, to really take the right actions to get to those goals.
You can't only be an ally when people are watching. And that's the difference. You're amplifying and you're lifting up the women around you when no one else is looking.
And we as leaders need to think about it. What else can we do? It's not one-time acknowledgement. every time. Every time you are out there, you have to do things continuously.
I want to thank you so much for attending the 5th annual Women in Technology Rally. When I came up with this idea many years ago, I did not know how big it could grow and who would be interested in attending. So I just thank you so much for your continued support.